Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So, have you ever wondered what can I do with an empty chocolate box? I've often wondered this to myself and I always feel pretty bad when I have to throw them into the recycling bin because I always think there's something I can do with that, they'd be great as a storage container. And so today I'm going to show you how I transformed this one. And yet you can keep it as is. It's pretty much fine. It's red and it's got the fancy chocolates on it and it's all a bit colourful, but I just thought, no, I'm gonna jazz it up a bit. You know how I am. Once I get something in my head, I have to transform it. And so the first thing I grabbed was this paint pot from Wilko. This is in the colour Pearl Grey and it's absolutely lovely and it's only £1. So for me, you can't go wrong. One thing I would say is that if you watched my previous DIY when I made the decoupage crates, I actually used this colour on the undercoat before I did the decoupage basically, and forgot to mention that it was this colour. And so this is the colour of that particular box that I did first, and the other one was the other colour was the powder purple, as you know. Getting tongue tied, sorry. So one thing I noticed with this, back to this, is that once I painted it and I did 2 coats, it goes on really nice, as you can see. But I did notice that when I scratched the surface by accident, the red came shining through and it really did kind of spoil the overall look. So what I would say about this is, now that I've realized that, do an undercoat first. So even if you did this kind of pearl grey first, let that dry and then go over with another brighter color. Then at least if it got scratched, you would then see the grey underneath. I'm hoping that makes sense. And incidentally, if you don't like the brush strokes that you're seeing here, then you can go ahead and use a foam brush if you would like. But honestly, when it dried, it really dried quite uniform. And you'll see that in the next clip. And so here's my container. It's had 2 coats, and I don't know if you can spot on the top of the lid, there's some red peeking through. That's what I mean. So basically, now I've just cut a piece of scrapbook paper and I'm using this spray adhesive that I picked up from the works. This stuff is fab, guys. And so I'm just going to stick that down to just hide the red base inside. And it worked pretty well. And so there's that stuck down, and I'm literally going to do the same thing for the top. So I just cut this circular piece from a pad, and those pads, those scrapbook papers actually came in a pad. They were £3 and they came from Poundland. I hauled those in a previous video. I will link it up above. And so now with that stuck down, I just thought, how am I going to dress up the top? So I'm now going to stick down these pearl beads on a string that I also picked up from Poundland. It was from their wedding section. They have a bit where they have little things for the bride and, hen parties and stuff like that. It literally was there. So in a pack, I think of 1 meter actually for £1. And so here I've just sped up the video a little bit, and I'm just adding the trim all the way around with my hot glue. I feel like the hot glue will just make it adhere better. And here I'm just showing you a quick close-up. So yeah, I decided that I really like that, so I'm going to go around again and do like a double strand effect. Now I really am sorry, I don't know what happened to the rest of the footage with where I added the flower, but that flower is just a basic one that I got from Poundland, and I separated it from the stem, and then I add that feather there that you can see. That was from eBay, and they're not real feathers, by the way, guys. I wouldn't use real feathers. They are artificial, but they are very, very good. So now I'm just adding these flowers. These were from Poundland. They come in a pack. Really, really pretty paper flowers. And that piece of lace that you can see at the top, that was also from Poundland. and that came in a little packet for £1. So now I'm just adding those flowers. I really think they give a really nice touch, but obviously you can add anything. You can also add some flowers, you know, kind of the 3D ones that you can get from craft shops. They could be bows on this. You really can just go for it, guys. I always say that to you. Just literally go for it. You may have a theme. It might be beads, it might be gems, but I thought these look really, really sweet and match the paper. And then off camera, I've went ahead and I've added this grey ribbon around the top. And so that really is it. You could add more if you wanted to. You could personalize it and maybe put someone's name on the side. But I really think it looks lovely, and this will be perfect even as a gift for like Mother's Day, or you could even use it for someone that likes sewing. But that is it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, loves.